Today I'm going to be working with the deep tissue roller on the arm. The arm really starts at the spine and the neck. It goes down through the shoulder and it exits through the forearm and hand. So we're going to work on all of those areas today. We're going to start in the upper back. You can also work on the chest. These are both great places to start. Start at the core of the body, and I would encourage you to work down through the kinetic chain, starting with the spine. Now you want to remember, if anything feels like sharp pain or tingling or numbness, you want to stop what you're doing. You can maybe work above and below that area. Yeah, just be aware that those are sensations that indicate things like nerve pain, or maybe some damage is happening, so you just want to take care of yourself. This should all feel good. There's a certain level of intensity that's good, but it's kind of like a dull ache versus a sharp pain. And we're going to be looking for that seed of pleasure in the feeling that we have while we're working with the device. So I'm going to start on my upper back. Now, you can do this a number of ways. If you want it to be a little bit easier, you should be on maybe a soft surface. The softer the surface, the less intense the feeling is going to be. So a bed would be a great surface for that. You can even be on your couch. You can be seated on your couch. I could be like reclining in my armchair and leaning back on this in a similar way, which is going to put less of my weight on it. So right now I'm just allowing my head to relax. I'm going to take some deep breaths. If I want even more weight, I can do a little pelvic lift. So I'm going to put my weight into my feet, walk my knees up, and I'm going to bring my pelvis up into a bridge pose. This bridge pose puts more of my weight into the device. But honestly, for me, this is plenty right here. The next place we're going to work on, again, I would stay here for a while because this is a sore spot on my body. I use this all the time in between my shoulder blades. The next phase is my neck, so I'm going to work on my neck. I'm just going to work on my neck here. If I put the two blades of the roller together and I lay on it, this is a deeply penetrating feeling right on my neck. This feels really great if I can just relax my head into it. I'm looking for the soft tissue to be what I'm putting weight into as opposed to the bone, although the bone, if it feels good, do it, you know. I can separate it more, and I can put my head in between these two rollers, and you'll notice that my head slowly slips down inside the rollers. This is by design. We want a little bit of friction in order to grab the skin. When that happens, it actually causes the superficial fascia to slide against the muscle layers below it, releasing the fascia. You don't want too much of a hair pulling tension, but the hair is embedded in that superficial fascia, so a little bit of that is okay. Again, it should be feeling good. You should be enjoying the sensation. Don't push too hard if it's not feeling good. So I can again do that bridge pose. Oh, now I'm deep in the neck. I can stretch my neck in this position. Oh, that feels so good. If I turn my legs to one side, I can lean all my weight on this one side, which is awesome. I can do the other, this side too. Another amazing position. That is great. On the front side, we're gonna do pecs. So for me, that's a little bit too wide. There's a little bone here we want to avoid. There's a collarbone here we want to avoid. And we also don't want to be too close to the sternum where the ribs connect. We want to be in this fleshy bit here. If you're a woman, you want to make sure you're above the breast tissue. You don't want to be putting pressure on the breast tissue. You can move the breast tissue out of the way as you lay down on it. And again, it should feel good. If it's uncomfortable, you should stop. So again, I'm going to be right here. I'm in that soft fleshy bit. I need to be a little bit closer for me. Right about there is right. Oh yeah. And then all I'm going to do is lay down. I'm going to lay my head down. You're going to not be able to see this in a minute. I'm going to lay my head down on my hand here. And I'm just going to put my weight into it. Make sure that it's right in that flesh. And just breathe. Here I want you to breathe into your chest. You're going to relax breaths into the chest in order to allow your rib cage to relax. You want feel your whole rib cage just melting into the ground as you breathe out. Some deep relaxed inhales. Breathing into your back here. Breathing into your back really allows your chest to relax. This feels so good on my chest. I'm right at the attachment point of my pec minor muscle on my rib cage. And this targets the pec minor very, very well. And again, 20 seconds to 2 minutes. I won't bore you too long by me sitting here, but that feels great. All right. What's next? Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it to a shorter position. I like to have a little bit of a space there. It depends on how wide your shoulder is, but we're gonna do this shoulder work. So the shoulder work looks like this. So find a position. Oh yeah. So if I widen the base of this, right, if it's here, that's something, but I'm feeling more the contact kind of at the bottom of it. But if I widen the base and pinch it in, whew, now I'm getting that leverage happening, and that leverage is pinching on either side. We used to do this move in massage school called the calf's nostrils, and it's like these two sides, like a calf's nostrils. And there are these different deltoid groups. There's a front, back, and a middle. And if you can get the edges kind of right in between those muscles, now, oh, that's so good. It penetrates the fascia that separates those different deltoid muscles. Really effective. Now I'm gonna use my foot here. This shoulder is just relaxed, and I'm just gonna push weight into my left foot to kind of drag my butt forward in order to get a different location. Right now, the roller is simultaneously on my bicep muscle and my tricep muscle in the back as I move down. And if I want to roll forward, I'm going to get a little bit more bicep. And if I roll back, I'm going to get a little bit more tricep. Ooh yeah, I got good tricep tension. Being a body worker for 25 years means I got some pretty strong triceps. Lots of pushing all day. And for me, that's something I need to be counteracting. This device is so great if you have some kind of job where you have chronic tension, and you should be counteracting it on a regular basis because it's really effective. Now, I could like really get creative with my body position here and lay all the way back. And I feel that all right there. So now I'm on a different tricep muscle. If I lift my arm up, I'm now doing a little bit. Oh yeah, oh, that's good. And if I want to weight my arm down a little bit with this hand, I can put a little more weight into it, but really most of the weight comes from me turning my body weight into that. So right now, my chest is kind of pinching in between the roller and the device. Let me see if I can get a good angle on that. So I'm kind of increasing the pressure with my body weight here. And then I'm gonna go all the way back. Oh yeah. And here I'm gonna shorten this guy. Oh, I might need to shorten a little bit. Oh yeah. And now I'm right at the attachment point for the tricep. Has anyone ever tried to do tricep work with like a foam roller? It's real hard. This is much better. Much better. That's intense for me. And again, I'm gonna stay here 20 seconds to 2 minutes as the fascia releases. What I'm feeling for when fascia releases, there's like a sheet of fascia in here. It's almost like this passive sheet. And that passive sheet just like softens. My whole, I'll feel the whole muscle sometimes just like lengthen, just like this rush of, it's subtle, but it's something you got to get familiar with if you really want to be effective with this work. Now the fun thing about this product here is I can just keep rolling down my forearm, right? I can create these like continuous movements. I don't want to put a ton of pressure right on the elbow there, but it's fun to be superficial on that elbow until I come into my forearm here. And now I'm on my forearm, and you'll notice my body's kind of like moving around the device. And I can really put a lot more pressure in the forearm because there's a lot more flesh here. Now, one of the principles of structural integration is to hold tissue where you want it and induce movement. So I want this tissue to be relaxed and lengthened. And then the movement I'm going to induce here is my hand movement. So I'm not moving the roller at all. I'm just moving my hand back and forth. I could do like circles. I really encourage slow movement. I could do rotation. And I also encourage you not to resist the roller too much. So I feel my bone can go about here to here comfortably on the roller. And when we're doing the movement, what we're doing is we're holding from the superficial level the tissue, and then we're moving the bone relative to the tissue, which creates a shearing force internally inside the forearm. That shearing force is separating the fascia that envelops the bones, and that's in between the bone and the soft tissue and the muscle groups. Oh, that's so good. Oh my God, that's so good. Now, yeah, like this movement's like you open like a flower. Remember my colleague Ronner Bell telling me to open my hand like a flower when we were doing his adaptive body work. Such a good move. Whoa, it's very qigong or something, you know, Tai Chi. Now, I can focus more on the extensor muscles, which are on the back, if I have my hand more in this position. You want to be careful not to put too much pressure on the rope underneath, because you don't want to give yourself rope burn. That's not therapeutically helpful. You want to try to stay on the blue bit as much as possible. So right now, I have all my weight right here. A lot of people have tension in this area. If you have inflammation, like some kind of tennis elbow or something, you want to avoid the spot that's inflamed, but you can work below and above it to effectively reorganize the connective tissue that's causing that inflammation. Oh, yeah. Whew. There it is. That's the arm stuff. If you guys have any questions, please leave me a comment or send me a message. I'm really involved in this work, so I want to help, and I want to hear about anything that's a challenge for you regarding my instruction, because I want to get better at it. Yeah, deep tissue roller, arm work, do it.